Hello wonderful world, Elaine here, and today I'm coming to you from my studio in Scotland. It's Monday, I have no class today. It's kind of sunny outside, so I think I'm gonna go for a walk, do some schoolwork. I plan to vlog this whole week, we'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to make a little week in my life as a grad student in Scotland. I plan on starting a new book tonight, so I'll sprinkle in some reading vlog stuff, but yeah. So what I'm working on right now is my short essay for a class called From Broadcast to Participation, A History of Mediation. I have to write a short essay, and the topic that I chose was to answer the question, how has the idea of the audience shaped media? And I've decided to focus in specifically on Gen Z interviewing styles. So I found out this research about college-aged podcast listeners, and the research showed that college-age students don't tend to listen to full episodes. They'll just listen to some here and there. And while they listen to podcast episodes, they tend to be multitasking, and the ones that they share with their friends are ones that they find funny, entertaining, or engaging. So what I'm doing is looking at that research and kind of saying how that has led to the interview styles that we've seen today. And it's really fun because I'm actually focusing in on Jake Shane's podcast Therapist, and then Brittany Broski's Royal Court, which is the YouTube TV talk show style thingy segment that she does. I'm looking at how, because of the fact that younger audiences want more engaging, entertaining styles of interviews and podcasts, that's kind of led to what we see today. Jake Shane, I just watched the episode with him and Dylan O'Brien, and a lot of it is him fangirling, right? It's like more of a conversation rather than him asking hard-hitting journalistic questions. And so I love Jake Shane, but also the fact that those are the interviews that are so popular when they don't really ask anything serious shows a lot about our generation. And you tend to see on TikTok, I watched so many TikToks that was like, every time Jake Shane and Dylan O'Brien flirted. And those TikToks actually seem to get more engagement than the actual episode or interview. And so I'm kind of looking at all of that and putting it in an essay, and there's pros and cons, good and bad. And it's actually really fun because I get to watch Royal Court and Therapist, both things that are highly entertaining and fun, and kind of analyze what that shows about our generation and how our generation has affected what media looks like today. Yeah, so I'm having a fun time, honestly. Alright guys, I'm gonna go to the library. Not my school library, the local library. It's about a 15-minute walk because I desperately need books to read, but unfortunately, I'm trying to save money and I don't want to spend $1 million on books every week. I'm gonna go to the local library and see if I'm allowed to sign up for a library card because I'm technically not like a UK citizen, So I'm gonna ask them, see what the vibes are, and try to get some books. Okay, so I was able to join the library. Totally easy, totally free, and you're allowed to check out 12 books every 3 weeks. Totally free. This is amazing. I got 5 books. Here's what I got. I got Yellowface, which is about a woman who steals someone else's manuscript and gets famous for the writing that's not her own. I got The Afterwife. This is about a man who was married to a scientist. They're in love. They think true love's gonna be forever and ever, but then she dies. She leaves behind her life's work, and I believe it's like a robot AI version of herself. Then I got Theater of Marvels. This one I picked up just because the cover is gorgeous. It takes place in Victorian London, and from what I've gathered, it's about a woman who has Black and British roots, and she is a stage actress, and when her co-star or fellow actor goes missing, she has to go through the streets of London and figure out all these secrets to find her again. Then I picked up Big Girl Small Town. I don't really know anything about this, I just thought that the cover was really cool, and the top says Milkman Meets Dairy Girls, a cracking read. And I know it takes place in Northern Ireland. It's about a woman who works at a chippy. This is darkly hilarious. Yeah, I don't know, sounds fun. And the last one I got is A Man Called Ove. I recently read Anxious People by this author, and I really, really liked it. So I wanted to read another one of his books. So these are 5 books I got from the library, and Yeah, guys, support your local library. This is your sign. Okay, I've changed into comfy clothes and I'm gonna make a salmon bowl for dinner while watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm addicted right now.
I believe in a clear sight.
Okay, back in my non-comfy clothes, my regular outfit for pub quiz. Okay, I'm back from the pub quiz. We got like 8th place, which isn't horrid, but it's not first, you know? It's fine, it's fine. There were a lot of questions about English football that I don't think I will ever know the answer to, and that's okay. That's not a specialty of mine. But now I'm home. It's about 11 p.m., so I'm gonna read for like an hour until I fall asleep. I think I'm gonna start this one, Theater of Marvels by Leanne Dillsworth. So I'm gonna read this for a little bit and then go to bed. Happy Tuesday. What can I say? I woke up this morning and I did Pilates and I swear to gosh I saw a ghost. I'm not even kidding around. There was literally a ghost. The door across from the Pilates studio just kept opening and closing and like the handle would jiggle and no one was coming out and I never saw anyone. I swear to you, there's a room across from the Pilates studio and the door has opened and closed 4 times and no one has come out and the handle keeps jiggling. No one is coming out. I think it's a ghost. I just got that on camera. And when I was leaving, I noticed that it was room 13. And I know we've come to associate 13 with Taylor Swift, but also you know what that is? The number of ghosts. Anyways, it could have been a construction guy. But like I never saw anyone. The door would open all the way and no one was there. Unless he was like behind the door. I don't know, guys. Something's up. Happy Halloween, almost. Today I have class in the afternoon, so I don't have class until 3. So usually just hang around. I think I'm gonna go to the student union around like 1-ish to meet up with a classmate to talk about our essays. But for now, I'm gonna work on my essay a little bit here and then I'm gonna read, I think. So anyways, yeah. Okay, documenting because I think I just finished my essay for my media theory in an international context class. This essay is about health and wellness influencers and the money behind that industry. So I'm specifically focusing in on Belle Gibson. She's the influencer who pretended to have brain cancer and was able to get a book deal and her own app. And she was winning all these awards, but she was faking it the whole time. And she spread a lot of misinformation telling people to go off of their radiation and chemotherapy in favor of eating healthy and watching what you eat and taking vitamins, and a lot of people got hurt. And then I'm using another influencer who's a modern day TikToker. She talks a lot about PCOS, and I'm talking about how she's spreading a lot of misinformation about certain medications that she is demonizing on her platform, and she's got over 2 million followers across all of her social media. She actually does have PCOS, and so I think she has good intentions, but you know, obviously there's not one pill fits all. But she is selling her own line of supplements and vitamins. And I do find it really interesting that there is so much money to be made in the health and wellness sphere, even when you have good intentions and you're just trying to talk about your symptoms. At the end of the day, it could come at the cost of harming someone else who takes your advice that you are not qualified to give. Yeah, the purpose of the essay is to critically analyze social media influencers in a particular realm. So I focused on health and wellness, and it's kind of fun. It's a little bit scary though, just because it is health and wellness influencers can do a lot of good and they also can do a lot of harm. Because on the one hand, you can create communities around certain illnesses and diseases, and you can learn things from other people, like what are they doing to help their symptoms, and what works for them might work for you. And it's a great way to build community and to kind of feel less isolated in your suffering. But then at the same time, if misinformation is starting to spread, it can harm a lot of people because, a lot of influencers have no health educational background, and so if misinformation starts to spread, and then you notice that people are selling products and linking certain teas and juices and electrolyte drinks, that's when it starts to get really harmful. So I'm kind of analyzing the two sides of it and how money ruins everything. But I just finished it, so yeah, I'm gonna go through. I want to clean up the language and make it sound a little bit more professional, because usually when I do a first draft or when I'm writing, I just put like, this is not good, and I need to go back and make it say like, this is a horrible thing for society, the downfall, collapse of the economy, capitalism, So I'm gonna go back and do that, but I think I'm pretty much done. No, okay. Okay, here's the final product of my dinner. It's crispy chickpeas, and then roasted broccoli, cucumber, and tomato, and then rice, and I made warm pita bread, and it's got balsamic dressing on the top of it. It's really easy and really yummy, and I'm hoping it's gotta be somewhat healthy, right? Anyways, gonna eat this and watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Okay guys, I do not have an electric kettle, so I just boiled water to make hot chocolate. How do I get it into the mug? Like, do I pour it? And if so, what if it spills on my hand? I also do not have teaspoons or measuring cups, so we're just gonna guesstimate here. It says, how many? 4. I think I'm gonna do like a little sideways action over the sink. That went perfectly. I might have put way too much chocolate, but I'd rather have too much than not enough, I feel like, so. All right, off to class.
No, they're wearing their screens on. Yeah.
I fear that I got home from class and studying with my classmates, and I just fell asleep. I made fish sticks, I ate lunch, I watched one episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I don't remember the rest, and it is now 5 o'clock. Yeah, it is what it is. I've been having a lot of trouble sleeping lately because I keep having the most insane dreams. Like, something horrid is going on in every one of my dreams and I don't know how to make it stop. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's Halloween, if it's the ghost that's haunting me. I don't know what's going on, but yeah. I think I'm gonna go for a quick like 15-20 minute walk outside because it's still sunny, and I feel like if I don't, I'm just gonna be in this room all day for the rest of the day, and I don't really want that right now. Yeah. I can't believe I can just go for an evening walk in a place like this.
Like, there's like a whole cathedral behind me. Like, this is just insane. It's like a 2-minute walk from my place. Okay, so that's the Glasgow Cathedral back there, and what I think is so cool about it is that it was built in the 1100s, like 1100. Can you even imagine something being that old? Like, that is actually insane. And what's really cool about it is that it is the only medieval cathedral to survive the Protestant Reformation. When it was built, it was a Catholic church dedicated to Saint Mungo, who is the patron saint of Glasgow. When the Protestant Reformation happened, they just came in and they were like, okay, it's Protestant church now, like, remove all the Catholic stuff. And it is the longest standing, oldest medieval cathedral in mainland Scotland, and I just think it's so cool and fascinating. This is how the rest of my evening will look. I've officially finished my essay on health and wellness influencers, so I can check that off my list. I'm going to eat fish sticks. They're cooking in the oven, and watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and then I'm probably going to take a little reading break before I log on to LinkedIn for the rest of the evening. So fun! Being a grown-up is being on LinkedIn. Oh, yay! As a part of my program, I have to do a project for an external client, and it's on us to find that project. So I had a meeting this morning with a career counselor to kind of talk about how to go about that, how to reach out to people. So that's what I'll be doing this evening, is trying to find someone who will let me work for them for free. Also, this morning was such a slay because I got a iced cinnamon roll latte after my meeting with the career counselor. They lost my ticket, so it was taking a little bit for me to get my drink. Like, everyone who ordered after me got theirs, and I was still sitting there, and they were like, girl, are you waiting for a drink still? And I was like, yeah. So then they made me a really giant large one, even though I only paid for small since I waited so long. And I was like, thanks guys, no problem. That's what being kind and patient gets you. Monsters. I did forget that I wanted to go thrifting today because I desperately need some more sweaters. So I'm gonna walk to the thrift store and see if they have a few cute sweaters for cheap and maybe something glittery for Halloween. I also think I might go as the Louvre thieves. So I was thinking of wearing, I've got like this tight black dress with black tights, my black leather jacket, my Doc Martens. I just need like some sort of prop jewelry, like a ginormous necklace. So I'm gonna see if they maybe have that also. And friendship. Okay. I'm back from the thrifts. Whoa. Okay, I'm back from the thrift store. I'm gonna show you what I got. This is like a gray sweater. It was in the men's section. Don't care. This sweater, this one. This is giving like the Marauders, like Harry Potter, Hogwarts, Gryffindor style, you know? I got this one. This also was giving Harry Potter. I feel like you could wear this with like your robe and your headband. I got this scarf. It's so soft and fluffy and like really thick. And then I got this coat. Other than that, found stuff for my Halloween costume. So I'm going as a Louvre like jewel thief, right? So I found these, this necklace. So I think I'm gonna wear the black one and then, or maybe I'm gonna wear this one and then like in the photos I'm gonna be like this. You get the vibe? Do you understand what I'm saying here?
go for a walk.
Okay, it's Saturday now. I've had a very lazy day. I did walk 3.5 miles to the park, around the park and back, just to get some movement. And I don't know if anyone else has this problem. I feel like everyone does actually, so I don't know why I'm asking. But every night that I drink alcohol, the next morning when I wake up, I literally have the worst anxiety. Like, I feel like such a bad person. I regret everything I've ever done in my life. I don't understand why that happens. It's like I had like 4 glasses of wine and I was home before midnight. Why am I so anxious the next morning? I don't know. It's so annoying. It's so weird here because sometimes I will literally be so happy and I'm like, I can't believe this is my life. I can't believe I get to walk past this cathedral. I can't believe I'm meeting such cool people from all around the world. I can't believe that, you know, I'm studying a subject that I really care about in a country that I've always wanted to live in. And then there's days where I'm so unbelievably sad and alone. And it's really hard to balance the two because they're very extremes. And I'm trying to find the middle right now. I think I'm putting so much pressure on this experience. You know, like I'm in Scotland, I'm in grad school. Like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like it's only gonna last a year and it needs to be perfect. And I think I'm putting so much pressure on that whenever something bad happens, even if it's just like, I said something I shouldn't have, or someone that I thought I would be friends with, we didn't really vibe, or, you know, something like as small as that, or groceries are expensive and I have to spend money. I start kind of, I think it hits me harder here because I'm like, everything needs to be perfect first time around. I actually wrote something about that while I was walking. I sat down on a bench and wrote this. I posted it on my writing page, but I'll read it to you because I feel like it kind of encompasses what I'm trying to say. This is what I wrote. I have it in my head that everything needs to be perfect here. In this new city, I can't make any miscalculations. The blueprints I've designed can't be recklessly abandoned. I must be a new me, a better me, one who doesn't drag her American flaws with her. My first friends need to be my best friends. My romantic life can't have bumps and blemishes, for picking at them will only leave scars. Mistakes can't happen here because then the cobblestone roads will be paved with my regrets and I'll have to walk them every day, constantly retracing each step. The sound of the wind rustling through the trees cannot be overpowered by the voices in my head. The gleam of the fountain in my favorite park must stay untarnished. Life is supposed to be perfect here, better here, but it seems the same ghosts follow me wherever I go, as they crave the comfort of my shadow just as I still can't shake theirs. So I wrote that at the park, and I feel like that kind of captures what I'm feeling today. Like, I put so much pressure on this experience, and when something doesn't go exactly the way that I thought it would, I think I'm a lot harder on myself, and I've always had a tendency to be hard on myself, but I think here especially I'm like, no, everything needs to be great and perfect, and you need to be so grateful and happy all of the time because not everyone gets this experience, you know? So I'm working on that. Any suggestions, let me know. I think I'm gonna end the vlog here because the day's almost over, and tomorrow I'm actually leaving to go on a little vacation for a couple days. Just by myself with a book and a journal and my camera, and I can't wait. I'm probably gonna vlog that as well, so keep an eye out for that. The rest of the evening I'm gonna be spending reading Theater of Marvels. I'm really enjoying this. The major themes of this is identity and learning your own history and the power that you hold even when there are systems of oppression that still exist. And it's so interesting and also really like painful and heartbreaking because it does take place in Victorian London and the main character is a mixed woman. And so, you know, obviously that comes with a lot of struggles and there are a lot of scenes that are very painful. This is why reading books by authors and with characters that have different backgrounds and experiences than you is so important because it opens your eyes to something that you've never even thought of before. Or it exposes you to something that you yourself have never had to deal with, and it teaches you empathy, right? And so the rest of the evening reading this, my goal is to finish it tonight so that I can bring a new book with me tomorrow on my trip. Yeah, but thanks for watching my vlog. I have no idea how long it's going to be. I have no idea if it's going to turn out well or not. So hopefully you had a little bit of fun. But yeah, thanks for spending the week with me.